Trump, he talked about Joe Biden's sons, particularly Hunter, and how, oh, he's a coke addict. He was discharged dishonorably from the military, and talking about how he was making millions of dollars from a Moscow mayor. Now, to that point about him making money from the mayor of Moscow, we can't verify that. There's no proof of that. But, I mean, it is true that his family members, and I'm speaking about Joe Biden, it is true that they have profited off of his career in public office. Like, for example, there was a firm in Ukraine called Burisma, and regulators in London, they seized more than $20 million in cash from the firm. And this was amid claims that they had seized these assets illegally. And the owner of this this Ukrainian firm, he needed Western bona fides. So this is like, bona fides refers to people who are gonna like grant you legitimacy, right? And so he hired Hunter Biden. And there was a prosecutor in Ukraine that was in charge of going after Burisma, this Ukrainian firm. And this prosecutor, in fact, was actually protecting the Burisma firm from Western investigators. And he even gave the firm a letter saying that they didn't find any evidence of any wrongdoing. So this letter helped to unfreeze their assets that were frozen in London. And Hunter Biden's presence on the board of this company called Burisma, it really corrupted this investigation process, because what kind of a top prosecutor is going to want to go after a company when the vice president of the United States' son is on the board of that company? It's also important to note that Hunter Biden was making $50,000 every month just to sit on the board of Burisma. And Burisma is a natural gas company in Ukraine. And do you think that Hunter Biden knows anything about natural gas or Ukraine? Obviously not. So yeah, from that angle, yeah, Hunter Biden has definitely profited off of Joe Biden. So yes, there's definitely corruption there. But we got to talk about Donald Trump's family. This family is the textbook definition of nepotism. For example, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, they made $82 million in 2017, right? And this is an outside income. And this is while they're serving as unpaid senior White House advisors. Now, obviously, this poses many conflict of interest, right? Because they have all these business dealings happening while they're serving in the White House. So you could have God knows which foreign powers funneling money into these various business enterprises, whether it's Ivanka's clothing line or whether it's Jared Kushner's real estate dealings. They could be funneling money, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here, because it's the damn Trumps. So to that point about Hunter Biden, Trump shouldn't be talking because his family is incredibly corrupt. And it's also a violation of the emoluments clause that you have all these business dealings while you're in office. And you want to act like, oh, you step down from the board of your companies, but your family is still running those companies while you're in office. So of course, foreign powers, Saudi Arabia or Israel or whoever, are funneling money into these things. So that was another thing that I thought was a very interesting part of this debate. But yeah, overall, this whole debate was a train wreck. It was just all over the place. But yeah, I think Biden was the winner. Nothing too impressive, but he did his job. I also thought that he did a pretty good job of seeming more relatable as possible. Like, he had some very important points about people having to speak to their loved ones on the phone in their dying moments. So I think he was very good at pointing a very poignant sum of how Trump has mishandled COVID-19. Yeah, Trump, his attacks aren't landing. I think people already know that the jig is up. He's only preaching to the choir at this point. He's not going to really impress any people on the Democratic side. Obviously, he's not going to impress independents for the most part, because they can tell that this guy is already a pathological liar. So yeah, hopefully the next debate is going to be a little bit smoother, but who am I kidding? Obviously not. It's freaking Trump and Biden. But yeah, that's my thoughts about the debate. If you liked what you see here and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like button, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell so you never miss a notification, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.